Hey, I'm Kevin. Thanks for clicking on the video and for taking a couple of minutes to watch. I appreciate it. I'm recording this video for two different reasons. The first is just to let you know why I'm starting something to begin with. What is Mutineer? What's it all about? And how come it doesn't even exist yet? The second is that I wanted to leave this video as a little bit of a time capsule for myself. As I'm recording this right now, it's January of 2016. If things go the way that I'm hoping that they will and expecting that they will, at some point, and right now I'm targeting April of 2017, this video is going to be playing on a large projection screen back behind the stage just moments before the band, which as I'm recording this doesn't even exist, is about to take the stage. And if you're there now, you'll know that I've done it. So what am I trying to do? Well, I'm trying to knock something off my bucket list. It's a rock band project. It's a band called Mutineer, which is even more of a concept necessarily than a band. It's been rattling around in my consciousness for about a decade. It was about 10 years ago that I came up with the name Mutineer for a bunch of songs that I'd written, and even had a logo done for it, and I've been thinking ever since then, what I'd really like to do is record an album's worth of my own rock songs and perform them, even just once. Just get on stage, maybe make a video production out of it, so I'll always have a copy of it. I don't need to start a touring band. I'm not trying to have great big hit records. I just want to have those rock songs on record so I can drive around in my car and listen to them and know that it exists. But I've never done it. Why? Well, I've got a lot of different excuses. One of them is I don't really consider myself as a musician. I write songs, but I've always done that more or less for my own enjoyment, and then people that I know, well-meaning though they are, always think, Kevin, you should do something with them, you should do something with them, but that's not really why I write them. I write them because they just kind of show up, and it's sort of like a personal form of journaling. So the thought of sharing that with other people makes me a little bit uneasy. What if people don't like it? It's something that I've honestly thought of. But now I've just got to that point in my life. I'm past 40. I think I'm over that. I don't care if somebody else doesn't like it because I know that I like it. And maybe that sounds a little bit arrogant, but I'd like you, if you feel that way, to think about it in a bit of a different way. You see, because what Mutineer is really about is not so much the traditional idea of mutiny, of like a bunch of pirates or sailors getting angry and overthrowing the captain, something kind of violent and vicious. It does, though, take the idea of saying, we don't like the direction that we're going, so we're going to go in another direction. That's where the mutiny comes in. And where the other direction comes in is just, you know, what some of us, you get to a certain point in your life and you realize you've been following a lot of people that have no clue where they're going, and you've been listening to a lot of people that really don't have anything of value to say. Mutineer is about saying, trust yourself, believe in yourself. You are a unique individual. You have your own wants and needs. Why are we comparing ourselves to everybody else? Why do we build up these celebrities and then tear them back down and continue to perpetuate this instant gratification, sense of entitlement society? It comes to a point in your life sometimes where you realize, you know what? I've been trying to do all that and I'm still not very happy. That's kind of where I got to a little while ago. And lo and behold, I looked at some of these songs that I'd written, rock songs, and thought, this is what these songs are about. These songs are about accountability and self-acceptance and being brave enough to go your own way. And here I'm looking at these songs and I'm saying, well, I haven't shared them because I'm worried that somebody's not going to like them, or I'm going to get criticized, or people will think it's silly, or real musicians will look at my level of talent or lack thereof and go, what the heck does he think he's doing? And that held me back for a long time. I just have finally gotten to the point where I don't care anymore. I've thought about getting to the end of my days and looking back on my life and thinking, was it a success or was it not? You might want to think about that for yourself as well. Because when I think about it, if I get to the end of my days, whether it's later on today or 50 years from now, and I haven't at least tried to do a proper representation of some of the rock music that I've written, I'm going to regret it. So I don't want to go with regrets, so I'm going to try it. Testing out the law of attraction and jumping out of the airplane when you don't even know how to open the chute. Am I being hyperbolic? Well, let me tell you what some of the challenges are of actually getting this stuff done. I show you and share with you what the music sounds like, but it doesn't exist yet, except for kind of in here, or if I pick the guitar up. And oh yeah, that guitar that I pick up, I bought it for $150 at a pawn shop. I don't have the right gear. I certainly don't have the money to be buying the right gear or setting up tens of $1,000 recording sessions or setting up a concert. So where am I going to find the money? I don't know, but I'll figure it out. Where am I going to find the time? I work full-time as a marketing consultant. I've got 2 young kids who are the absolute light of my life, and my time with them I guard really closely, and that's not going to change. And I have a lot of other interests where I go out and I MC a lot of events, and I try to support a lot of community groups, and I'm not going to stop that either. So where am I going to find the time? Well, I've been working on that. I think I'm just going to make the time. Talent or lack thereof as a guitarist or a singer. I can carry a tune. I can play guitar a little bit. Would I want to get on stage and play my guitar in front of somebody that really knew what they were doing? Maybe not, but I've also gotten a lot better at the idea of just deciding that I'm okay with me sounding like me. Between now and my target end date, I know I can get a lot better, and I feel like I can just get help by finding the right people to be able to execute and play and sing what I know I don't have the talent for. What I do have are the songs, which I plan on sharing as we go along with this. Oh, and I just glossed over an important point. For a rock project, I don't have a band. I don't have anywhere for a band to rehearse. I'm going to have to figure all that out. I've got a couple of people in mind that I'd like to approach, whether they'll be available or whether they'll even be interested or whether they'll be both, and I'll decide, I thought they were the right fit, but they're actually not. I don't know if that's I don't know if that's going to work out or not. Oh, and the other thing is, though I try to keep myself in decent shape, I'm nowhere near in the physical shape or have the amount of flexibility to be able to run around on a stage to perform for a couple hours like I want, to do a concert as the culmination of this project. See, I'm envisioning there's a great big video screen at the back of the stage, the full-scale lights, the whole deal. The band is tight, it's a big production. The people that come that night are going to go, whoa, this is a full-scale rock show. I didn't know that Kevin had that in him. I'm also envisioning there are going to be video cameras. We're going to record this thing and we're going to capture it so that I'll always have a record of it, because I'm not trying to start a touring band. I don't care about having a hit song. I just want it to exist. I want to listen to it and I want to see if I can do it. But as I've just laid out, we've got some pretty significant roadblocks in the way. But I believe that if you believe that you can do it, you can do it. And if you sit around and you continue to believe the excuses that you tell yourself, you'll never do it, and then you'll never know. And I've been believing the excuses for about a decade, and I'm through with it. So the reason why I'm deciding to share this process with you is that if you've got anything in your life that you're thinking that you might want to try and do or be or experience, but you're not sure how to get started, or maybe you're scared about how it's going to look, watch me. Root for me. I'll go first. I'll jump and see if I can open up the chute on the way down. If you want to see if the law of attraction mixed with the passion of intention and desire and the faith in yourself actually works to bring something that doesn't exist into reality, watch this space, because I'm going to do it. Now, if I'm right, and this is the funny thing about recording this in January of 2016, if it works, we're just a moment or two away from the band going on stage in April of 2017, or whenever I happen to be able to get this completed. Wouldn't that be a kick to be able to see that I've done it? Oh, I'm going to do it. And maybe you're a mutineer too. And if so, I hope you'll come along. Thank you for watching this video. Hoist the colors. I will eventually see you from the stage.